Oz the Great and Powerful opens in theaters around the country this weekend. It is a prequel to the 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz, telling the story of that man behind the curtain. But what about the man behind the wizard? Well, his name was L. Frank Baum, the author of the Oz series, the first of which was published 113 years ago. Terrell Brown traveled to Baum's hometown, and he's here to tell us what he found. Good morning, Terrell.
Hey, Rebecca, good morning to you. I think we found some of the biggest Wizard of Oz fans in the country, dare I say, the world. Baum's life and work is part of the culture of this small village in upstate New York, and a special group of fans got a rare opportunity just because they live there.
Hello! 2 passes to the Oz Museum. There are your movie passes.
It was the night
Hi!
200 Oz fans had been waiting for.
Are you wicked?
Many showed up early,
This is your ticket.
a few dressed for the occasion.
Thank you for coming. I love your shoes.
I came with my Oz swag.
All for a sneak peek at the new movie, Oz the Great and Powerful, a day before it opened nationwide. One of the perks of living near the small village of Chittenango, New York, the birthplace of L. Frank Baum, the man behind the wizard.
You're out to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And the creator of a world etched into Americana with the 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz.
He was a real dreamer, or literally a rainbow chaser.
Michael Patrick Hearn is a historian writing a biography on Baum.
He grew up in a very wealthy family, and then they lost it all.
As an adult, Baum had failed attempts at many careers, but always had a knack for telling stories to his children, including one about a scarecrow he'd seen with his sons during a walk.
And that night, they asked him to tell him a story about them.
But it was his mother-in-law, Matilda Jocelyn Gage, a prominent champion of women's rights, who may have led to his commercial success.
She would overhear Frank telling bedtime stories to his 4 boys, and she said he was a fool not to write them down and try to sell them.
He did, writing 14 Wizard of Oz books, the most popular in America among kids in the early 1900s. Though he died 20 years before the movie would have such an impact on the world, in Chittenango, his legacy is alive.
Baum was born on this piece of land in 1856. Even though his family moved away 4 years later and The Wizard of Oz was written in Chicago, to the people here, there's no place like home.
Baum's life and work is the centerpiece of the community, from antique shops to the annual Oz Extravaganza,
Wake up, you sleepyhead.
a 3-day block party and parade that attracts Baum fans from around the globe.
The village also has its own yellow brick road, and if you follow it all the way, you'll end up here, all things Oz, where Oz all began.
You're coming to my favorite cases here.
Barbara Evans is one of the curators of this museum.
This is fun because it's the notice celebrating Baum's 5th wedding anniversary, and they were still here in the area.
Along with the memorabilia, All Things Oz offers some life lessons.
We teach our kids through Baum a lot of different things. It's okay to be born in a small town and go out and do great things.
There's Emerald City. Oh, we're almost there at last.
And that's been proven. From Broadway spinoffs The Wiz,
The Wizard will see you now,
and Wicked,
You're in Oz.
to Disney's latest movie.
I'm Theodore the Good Witch.
And so far, these hometown critics agree.
It's awesome. I kept thinking how L. Frank Baum would be so proud. You laughed, you cried, you just enjoyed living.
Who knew you could mix so many words with Oz, right? Baum's great-grandson saw the new Oz movie. He got in touch with us and said that he loved it. So a big vote of confidence from the family. It's a big deal.
It's a sweet story. And Anthony, it's your time to skip now.
That's right. I was. Maybe I'll do that later still. I'll hold that back. That's all right.
Terrell, yeah. We'll let you pass for this one.
Okay, thanks.
Terrell Brown, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Cute story.
Yeah.